But I did. I did go. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone.
In the 1997 movie Contact, Ellie Arroway believes she went to another world.
I, for one, believe her.
As viewers, we believe Ellie too. But here's what makes that interesting.
To, fake a signal from Vega, what would you need?
Contact shows substantial evidence that the entire chain of events was a gigantic hoax carried out by S.R. Hadden.
You're implying that this was all some kind of a hoax, that he engineered this?
And yet as viewers, we side with Ellie's insistence that she did visit Vega. Not just because Ellie is believable, but because by that point, the film has already primed us to trust her. And in this video, we'll see exactly how the movie did it.
I'm gonna need a bigger antenna.
Contact follows Ellie Arroway, an astronomer working on SETI.
Search for extraterrestrial intelligence? Wow.
She listens for radio signals from space, searching for evidence of intelligent life. The program is funded by eccentric billionaire S.R. Hadden.
I consider you one of my most valuable long-term investments.
And the radio telescopes find exactly what Ellie is looking for. An explicit signal received from outside Earth, which stands out from universal background noise. Or at least that's how it appears. The first hint at something slightly off from what's apparently happening almost passes us by without significant scrutiny. The signal is apparently from the direction of the relatively nearby star Vega.
Vega? Can't be! It's only 26 light years away!
Vega, being relatively close to Earth, begs the question of why nothing has been received from Vega before now.
People have been looking at Vega for years, no results, and now, yesterday, they started broadcasting primes. Why?
The signal contains hidden data, and conveniently enough, Hadden is the person who works out how to read it.
You found the primer.
He doesn't just crack the code, he speaks as if he understands the thinking behind it.
Registration mark, but they don't line up.
They do. If you think like a Vegan.
Once translated, it reveals plans for an enormous machine.
It is our belief that the message contains instructions for building something, some kind of machine.
It's not certain what the machine will do, but they believe it will transport a human candidate to meet the life forms that sent the message. Ellie is a candidate to be transported in the machine.
You're at the top of a very short list.
Until she's sidelined.
Do you believe in God?
All-powerful, mysterious God created the universe and then decided not to give any proof of his existence. Or that he simply doesn't exist at all.
Sidelined for David Drumlin, who tells the committee what they want to hear.
And I promise I will do my best to represent my nation, my planet, and my God on this historic journey.
But the machine is sabotaged. And Drumlin is killed in the subsequent explosion. But again, Hadden just happens to be the man with a second machine.
Why build one when you can have two at twice the price?
Ellie enters the machine, and we see from her perspective, she appears to travel through the wormhole and is transported to Vega.
This was just the first step. In time, you'll take another.
Ellie is suddenly returned to Earth.
The IPV dropped straight through the machine. You didn't go anywhere.
Ellie is convinced that the wormhole experience occurred, but is left with no evidence to back her up.
They said that's how it's been done for billions of years.
That's very neat, Doctor. You have no proof, because they didn't want you to have any.
There's no evidence that disproves the inquiry's conclusion that the entire chain of events was a hoax instigated and enabled by Hadden.
A magical machine that whisks you away to the center of the galaxy and then a split second later returns you home without a single shred of proof.
Not a single shred of proof. From our perspective as a viewer, we saw Ellie's experience in the machine. But that's still not evidence that she was physically transported. There's no evidence that this wasn't some form of hallucination that Ellie experienced. The machine itself appears to show technology beyond what we might expect from late 20th century Earth. The clearest examples are the pod door sealing itself and the apparently transparent metal frame. But that doesn't hold up as evidence. The machine was assembled by human engineers, so the pod must be something humanity in contact is capable of building, even if it's highly advanced experimental technology from companies such as Hadden Industries. So the machine itself cannot be taken as evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. And then there's the flight recorder.
The fact that it recorded static isn't what interests me. What interests me is that it recorded approximately 18 hours of it.
But again, it's impossible to rule out that something in the machine caused interference with the equipment she was carrying. There's nothing in the entire movie which definitively confirms that this was not a gigantic hoax carried out by Hadden. And the circumstantial evidence that it was a Hadden-led hoax is substantial. So if the hoax case is so strong, why do we still believe her? The obvious answer is that we saw what she saw. But if the hoax case is strong, that can't be the whole answer. We believe Ellie because Contact spends the whole film employing one of cinema's oldest techniques. It builds our identification with her all the way through, so that by the end, we are inclined to trust her. And it starts right at the beginning. The movie starts at the scale of galaxies, then narrows everything down to Ellie, right down to her eye. It shows us the universe, but pulls our focus down to one girl. The story invites us to experience everything through her. Her father first introduces her to radio and the possibility of distant communication, before the film carries that same wonder into adulthood through giant radio telescopes. And the movie keeps our focus on Ellie throughout because it places her in almost every scene. Many of the story's biggest revelations are not shown to us neutrally, but through her emotional experience of them. When the signal arrives, it's not just a blip on a monitor. Ellie races back and urgency takes over, and we feel the discovery through her excitement. From the start, the movie trains us not just to watch Ellie, but to experience events with her.
Those are all prime numbers, and there's no way that's a natural phenomenon.
But having encouraged us to centre on Ellie and see this as her story, the film then begins placing obstacles in her path. That makes us sympathise with her even more, especially as the outsider who is right while everyone around her stands in her way. The clearest example is David Drumlin, who exists to be an obstacle for Ellie. He mocks her project and her enthusiasm.
Ellie, still waiting for E.T. to call? There's nothing out there but noble gases and carbon compounds, and you're wasting your time.
And when the signal is received, Drumlin quietly takes over and Ellie is sidelined.
To the leader of the scientific team that made this remarkable discovery, Dr. David Drumlin.
And the movie gives us many direct examples of Drumlin cutting Ellie off mid-sentence.
Actually, the Hitler
The
broadcast
broadcast
were
from
the
the
first...
36 Olympics was the first television transmission of any power that went into space.
Even the staging reinforces it, with Drumlin blocking Ellie from our view. More broadly, the film creates the sense that Ellie's discovery is being taken away from her. What began as a moment of scientific wonder quickly becomes something everyone else wants to define, control, or claim for themselves. We see politicians, media figures, and religious leaders all pushing their way in.
But a voice from the sky is exactly what you found, Dr. Arroway.
The discovery no longer belongs to Ellie, and because we are aligned with her, that loss matters to us. And the clearest example of all comes when Ellie is sidelined as a candidate for the machine.
Do you believe in God?
Because we chose to send a representative who did not put our most cherished beliefs first.
Ellie doesn't just lose out. She loses out to the less honest choice. She's cheated of the opportunity, and we feel that injustice with her.
I told the truth up there, and Drumlin told you exactly what you wanted to hear.
Ellie gets her chance anyway.
They still want an American to go, Doctor.
So the sidelining matters less as plot mechanics than as emotional design. Its real function is to deepen our sympathy and strengthen our allegiance to Ellie before she enters the machine. We were already on Ellie's side. This moment makes sure of it. We're so closely aligned with Ellie that we believe her version of events despite there being no evidence to support it.
You admit that you have absolutely no physical evidence to back up your story.
Yes.
Contact is perfectly crafted to ensure that we side with Ellie, and all in spite of the massive amount of evidence that it was all a hoax.
And the biggest, the most elaborate, the most expensive hoax of all time.
We don't always believe what has the best evidence. We often believe what we've learned to feel close to. But the movie is doing something more than showing a person of science forced to accept something on faith. The idea of life elsewhere in the universe has an extraordinary pull. For many of us, it is the one scientific question we do not approach with complete neutrality. We still care about proof, and so far, we still have none. But we aren't waiting as neutral observers, waiting to see what the answer is. We hope the evidence points in one direction. We want the universe not to be empty, and Contact knows that. It doesn't simply show us Ellie's experience and ask us to accept it. It builds our trust in Ellie, places us inside her perspective, and does so on the one question where many evidence-minded viewers already want the answer to be yes. Because after all, the universe is a pretty big place.
So if it's just us, seems like an awful waste of space.